Hello students, welcome to Power Electronic lecture series. Today in this session we will discuss about the single phase power converters with R and RL loads. So those are nothing but the rectifiers, that is the device which converts alternating current into direct current, that is AC to DC. So there are total four types of single phase half wave power converters. So in this video we will learn about the first single phase half wave power converter with R load. The second one is single phase half wave power converter with RL load. The third one is single phase full wave converter. So in that type there are total two types, that is two structures in the circuit diagram. That is first one is the midpoint converter and the second one is the bridge type converter. So before moving to the first type, that is single phase half wave power converter with R load, I have to tell you some basic points regarding with these power converters. So they has many application in the industries. Also they can be used in household purposes. So I will mention some applications of these power converters. So it can be used in controlling DC power. Okay, it can be used as a controlled DC power sources. Example of such applications are, we can see, I will tell you some examples, that is steel rolling mills, paper mills, printing press. Also it can be used in textile mills where employing DC motor drives. Also it can be used in traction systems which are working on DC. Also it can be used in electrochemical processes or industries. Again it can be used in magnetic power supplies, portable hand tool drives. Also it can be work in high voltage DC transmission, that is HVDC transmission. So these are some applications of single phase power converters. I will tell you some basic introduction type of these power converters. So in phase control rectifiers, thyristor is turned off as AC supply voltage reverse bias the thyristor. Okay, that means by the use of AC supply, AC source, we can turn on and turn off the thyristor by providing reverse voltage to the thyristor. The turning off or commutation of thyristor by the supply voltage or by AC supply is called as natural commutation or line commutation. I have made one video regarding with the commutation types of the SCRs or the thyristors. You can refer those videos. So in industrial applications, rectifier circuits make use of more than one SCR. In such circuits, when incoming SCR is turned on by triggering or by providing gate pulse, it immediately reverse bias the outgoing SCR, that is SCR2. Okay, that means there are, if there are two SCRs, more than one SCR in particular circuit, then if the incoming SCR is turned on by triggering this SCR, then immediately it will reverse bias the second SCR. As phase control rectifiers needs no commutation circuitry, these are very simple. Also those are very less expensive as compared to other converters. So these are some introductory part of these single phase power converters. Now we will go for the first type of this power converter, that is single phase half wave power converter with R load. We can see the circuit diagram. There are one AC source, that is Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t, thyristor T, which is nothing but the SCR. Vt is voltage across the thyristor, okay, denoted by Vt, or the voltage across the SCR. The load resistance R and the voltage, output voltage, is shown by VO. So the operation of this type of power converter can be easily understood by this waveform. So those are the waveforms of this type of power converter. So first waveform is of source voltage, okay, that is input AC voltage, denoted by Vs. and has equation of Vm sin omega t. The second waveform is of firing pulses of the SCR, that is Ig. The third waveform is output voltage Vo. The fourth waveform is Io, is output current, and the last waveform is of Vt, that is voltage across the SCR. So we can say as soon as we fired the SCR, okay, there is only one SCR in the circuit. So as soon as we fired the SCR, that means we provide the get supply to the SCR at an angle alpha. Okay, we can see this angle, it is which is nothing but the firing angle. Okay, alpha is nothing but the firing angle. So at an angle alpha we fired the SCR. As soon as we trigger the SCR or fired the SCR, we will get the output voltage Vo, which follows the input voltage. Okay, Vo will follows the Vs. We can see for the positive half cycle there is output voltage Vo. It will get only after we fire the SCR, and also there is output current Io, which has average value of Vm upon R. And the last waveform is of voltage across the thyristor. So as soon as we turn on the thyristor T, the voltage across the thyristor will be almost 0. We can see for the first positive half cycle, as soon as we trigger the SCR T, then the voltage across the SCR will become 0. So for that purpose, we have to learn the characteristics of SCR, then and then only you will understand this point. So please remember, as soon as we fired the SCR, the voltage across the SCR will become almost equal to 0. So for the negative half cycle, there is no output voltage. See in the waveform third, there is no output voltage, that is Vo. Also there is no output current Io, and the same negative cycle will appear across the SCR. So we are getting output voltage Vo only for half cycle of the AC input cycle. Okay, for the one complete cycle we are getting output voltage only for positive half cycle, but we are not getting any output across the load resistance for the negative half cycle, so that it is called as half wave power converter with R load. So we will quickly move forward. For the second type, that is single phase half wave power converter with RL load. Before explaining this point, I want to tell you the definition of firing angle, that is alpha. So firing angle may be defined as the angle between the instant thyristor would conduct if it were a diode and the instant it is triggered. Okay, a firing angle may also be defined as is a measure from the angle that gives largest average output voltage, okay, or the highest load voltage. A firing angle may also be defined as the angle measured from the instant that gives the largest average output voltage to the instant it is triggered. Okay, so these are the basic definitions of the firing angle. So please remember, firing angle shown by alpha in the waveform. So this is power circuitry for the second type of converter, that is single phase half wave power converter with RL load. Here in only change in the load, that is instead of R load, here RL load is used. That is R for resistor, L for inductor. So there are some minor changes in the waveforms, that is due to source inductance. Okay, due to source inductance at the output side, the current gradually will increases. Okay, we can see the current is rising, that is Io, the third waveform. So and it will decays to 0 after pi angle. Okay, so for that purpose your SCR is not completely turns off, it will have a negative voltage, or we can say the loads have a negative voltage for some time. We can see that spike at the Vo. Okay, during negative half cycle there is a one spike, small spike like structure, that is negative voltage. This is negative voltage is because of load inductance L. Okay, there is small changes in the load conductor, load output current, that is I0, due to this inductance. So due to this inductance, as soon as we find the SCR T, then we will get output voltage VO and the current IO. The current will gradually rise and decays to zero after some time. So and the last waveform is of VT, that is voltage across the thyristor. As I have told earlier, as soon as we turn on the thyristor T, the voltage across the thyristor will become 0. So this is shown by this diagram, this waveform. So please remember the slight difference between the two circuitry, that is single phase half wave with R load and the single phase half wave with RL load. So we'll move forward for the single phase full wave converters. In full wave converters, we will get the output voltage VO and the output current across the load for complete cycle of the AC wave. Okay. So that means for both half cycles, that is positive half cycle and negative half cycle, we will get the output voltage. And the direction of output voltage will be same for the positive half cycle also and the negative half cycle also. Okay, the direction of current will be same. So this is the power circuitry for the single phase full wave converter with midpoint converter. Okay, there is a midpoint, that is center tap mechanism is provided for the secondary of the transformer. We can see the tapping point is small n. So for the positive half cycle of the AC wave, the thyristor T1 will triggered. Okay, we will trigger the thyristor T1. So the current will flow from A to N. Okay, A T1 through the load and again towards the N. And during negative half cycle, the output current will flow from B T2 load resistance or load towards the N. So during both the half cycles, the direction of current will be same, that is from the right side of load to the left side of load. The current will flow from right to left. This is the same direction for both the half cycles, that is positive and negative half cycles. So it is called as full wave converter. That means we are getting output voltage for both the half cycles. So we can see from the waveform, we will understand the complete principle or working principle of the circuit. So it is full wave converters, that's why we are using two SCRs, that is T1 and T2. These are the waveform. We can see the first waveform is the source voltage Vs. The second waveform is of VO, that is output voltage. The third waveform is IO, that is output current. So for the first positive half cycle of the AC wave, input AC wave, we will trigger the thyristor T1 because of at the anode of the thyristor T1 there is a positive supply. So as soon as T1 is forward bias, we will trigger the thyristor T1. So as soon as we trigger the thyristor T1, we get the output voltage VO, which is shown in the second waveform, which is shown by VAN. During negative half cycle, we will trigger the thyristor T2 at an angle pi plus alpha. T1 will trigger at an angle alpha and T2 will trigger at an angle pi plus alpha. So for this time also we will get output voltage, that is shown by VBN. So both the currents in during T1 transmission and during T2 triggering, the direction of current is the same. So we get the positive voltage during positive and negative half cycles of the AC wave. So there is output current IO. The current is not decays to zero, it is continuous type. Okay, we can see from this diagram the current is in continuous type. These are the waveforms, which are nothing but the voltage across the thyristor T1 and voltage across the thyristor T2. As we know, as soon as the thyristor is fired, the voltage across the thyristor will be almost equal to 0. So when T1 is triggered for the first half cycle, then the voltage across the T1 is 0, and when the T2 is triggered, then the voltage across the T2 is thyristor T2 is 0. So we will quickly move forward for the last type, that is single phase full wave converter, which is nothing but the bridge converter. So in this type of converter there are total 4 SCRs, that is T1, T2, T3 and T4, and the load type is RLE. Okay, we can see from the circuit diagram the load type is RLE. So I will tell you the working principle, working of this circuit. So what happens during positive half cycle of the AC wave, AC input wave, the thyristor T1 and T2 will conduct, because we know at the anode of the T1 there is positive supply. So as soon as there is a positive half cycle of the AC wave, the thyristor T1 and T2 will trigger, and during negative half cycle the thyristor T3 and T4 will trigger. Here also the direction of current will be same. We can understand it by waveform. So the first waveform is of Vs, that is input voltage, input AC voltage. The second waveform is of VO, that is output voltage. The third waveform is of IO, that is output current, which is also in continuous type. So we can see clearly during positive half cycle thyristor T1 and T2 will conduct, and during negative half cycle thyristor T3 and T4 will conduct. So during positive half cycle, as soon as we fire the thyristor T1 and T2, we will get the voltage VO across the output. So also during negative half cycle thyristor T3 and T4 will conduct. So the voltage across the load is also VO. So for the first half cycle the voltage across the load is VAB, and the negative half cycle the voltage is VBA. Okay, the direction of current is same, so the voltage will be same. Voltage has positive in each half cycle of the AC wave. Also there is a continuous current which is shown by third waveform IO. The fourth waveform is of source current. Okay, there is slightly changes in source current when there is change in input cycle. And the last two waveforms is of voltage across the thyristor T1 and T2, and the voltage across the thyristor T3 and T4. You can see the clearly when T1 and T2 is fired or triggered, voltage across them is 0, and when thyristor T3 and T4 is triggered, the voltage across them are also 0. So these are 4 types of the power converters. So all these 4 has different circuit diagrams, and also it has different waveforms. The single phase full wave converters will give output voltage for both the half cycle, that is positive half cycle and negative half cycle. In bridge converter there are total 4 SCRs are used. In midpoint converter there are total 2 SCRs are used. Okay, this is midpoint type full converter. There are total 2 SCRs are used. It also gives output voltage for positive and negative half cycle of the AC. This circuit is of half wave power converter with RL load. Okay, we can see from the diagram the output voltage will appears only for positive half cycle of the AC wave, and only one SCR is used. And the first one is a single phase half wave power converter with R load. Here only one SCR is used, and we will get output voltage only for positive half cycle of AC wave. So this is all regarding with single phase power converters with R and RL loads. Okay, thank you.